Why are you called Troubador?
We were just sitting around because we're too lazy to think up of anything. So it was basically just Jamie Fennessy just thinking up of names, and we just liked the sound of that one, so we just used that.
How do you choose your music?
Well, we're all into the same kind of stuff, so it's easy to choose. Like, we never really argue about the kind of music we play.
If we hear any good songs that we'd be able to play, we just learn them off, and if they sound good, we'd use them at gigs, and if they don't, we just don't bother.
Haven't heard, I'd really love to hear him for a full gig to maybe comment more on the original stuff, but what I heard was super.
Any riffs we have that we've kind of come up with ourselves, we just kind of play them, and usually it just all comes together. Like one riff someone might have another riff and they put it in, and then just comes from there. Yeah, just kind of get a form for it and stuff.
We're trying to get a majority of originals rather than covers now. Just concentrate on originals more.
With regards original material, it's when you're working with say somebody who wrote a tune, and they have the idea and they have the concept in their head, and you're trying to get it out of them. They might just have a melody and just lyrics. So what you've got to do then, putting the structure around that, so that you hold it up. Then you hold up their song for them, and give it the best, give it the best support, so it'll really shine.
Tell us about your first gig.
For the first gig, we had a different singer, and he didn't go down too well with us, so we kicked him out. But the first gig was okay. We got a good response because most of our friends were in the audience anyway, so it was okay. Well, no band starting out really has a great first gig, but
we survived it, which is mainly the most important thing on your first gig.
Yeah, it's pretty good though still.
It was a good gig, we got a good reaction from the crowd because it was the first time that anyone our age was playing a proper gig like that, so it was something new for everyone. So probably they didn't really know what to expect, so it kind of went down well because basically the audience was just people that we knew ourselves, so
kind of playing to a home crowd.
You're not going to get anywhere without any promotion, whether it be papers, posters, or getting friends to come down, down to your gigs, and if they enjoyed the gig, asking them to tell other people that they seen you and they enjoyed the gig, and don't be embarrassed about doing it or anything like that, because it has to be done. It's free promotion.
Just word of mouth,
We basically kind of sit there, and if we're asked to play a gig, we play it, and if we're not asked, we don't bother.
Do you like any local bands?
Well, of the bands that are older than us, I suppose, Duped and Shiver, kind of a bit of an influence and kind of guidance for us and stuff. So, and other bands our age like Trilo, which our drummer is also in, and
Pastor Duke,
yeah,
which Fennessy is also in. He's like the musical prostitute of Waterford. Everyone uses him. So
yeah, good drummer.
He's a good drummer.
Yeah.
Would you like any advice from professional bands?
Yeah, I suppose it would help, you know, just to see if we're, I don't know, doing anything wrong or what we're doing right, you know.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get a kind of older, more
Opinion.
experienced person, you know, just give us our opinion. Like we've got opinions from people our age, like, but just probably more supportive, just kind of more, just a bit of advice, you know.
Yeah, people who've been through it all, like, and done it for years, and they really know what they're doing, like.
Yeah.
Kind of good.
Not really. I like them to stop playing gigs so we could play them instead.
Just to get the best approach to getting popular around the town, like.
Record as well. Record your practices. You know, when you're practicing, record them, and you can listen back to it. Then you can go like, oh, maybe that bit didn't work. Because it's good, even to listen back to it a week later, and you've got fresh ears. You're listening to it, and you go like, all right, that's something a bit wrong with that, or a bit right with that. You know, so that's probably a good way to, even for your own, when you're practicing yourself, record yourself practicing as well and listen back to it. And try to record live gigs as well. That's always a good one.
Don't be afraid to, you know, rip off other people's material. Like in regards riffs, you might go, well, that's a fucking, you know, whatever. That's a fun-loving criminals riff, or you know, or whatever, you know, or that's that riff out of that tune. I guarantee you, I could sit you down and I'll play you a tape and I can call out tunes to beat the band, you know, about 10 different bands out of one tune, because nobody owns chords. You know, the arrangements, 3 chord tricks are the foundation of rock and roll. You know, and like there's only a certain amount you can do with music. So if somebody's turning around to you and saying that's such and such, that's such and such, that's such and such, it's not original. Just totally ignore them and just get on with what you're doing. If you think it sounds good, you've got a good idea, put it down, write it down, because you've got to go through all this shit to get to the good stuff.
Do you have any fans?
Not really. There's a couple of people that kind of come up and say, oh, you're great at the last gig or whatever, but I won't say we have any real fans.